Oh, hey, it's me. I'm back. I know it's been a while since I provided an update. So let's just get straight down to it. The lowest weight I've gotten down to so far is 238. I know it's been a while since I provided an update on my weight loss journey. Not a whole lot's really changed. I've kind of plateaued. I've gotten to like a maintenance plateau where I'm not losing weight, but I'm not gaining weight, which is good. But what I want to get to in this video is a goal of mine that I've always kind of had in the back of my head since I started running again. It's something I've always kind of dreamed of, like the loftiest of the lofty goals. Kind of that far-reaching one day, I want to get to that. And that is to run a half marathon, 13.1 miles. And that's always just kind of been something like I've really wanted to do. I don't know why. It's just been in the back of my head like, man, one day I'd really like to do that. And then I started thinking, well, in 4 days at the time of recording this, I turned 35. I'll be 35 years old. Wow, that's rough. I'm just kidding. I don't really care. No, I don't really feel 35 physically or mentally. But in the 35 years that I've been on this earth, one thing I learned is absolute, is that time doesn't slow down for anyone. You can't get it back. And life is short. We don't get a whole lot of time. And you can't get it back. So while I'm thinking about that, I'm thinking, oh, well, these races, they're in July or September or October, 6-7 months from now. So I'm kind of thinking, why not today? Why not right now? Let's start 35 off with a bang. Let's see if I have what it takes. It's all about making your mind as uncomfortable as you can to build up that mental strength to be able to accomplish even greater tasks. Who knows, maybe even a marathon someday. And the more you do that, the more you push the limits of what you're mentally capable of doing. Now, the furthest I've ever ran was 6.7 miles in that video I made back in November. And at the time, I felt like I could have gone further. Felt like I had that number in my head. It was like 6.6, whatever. If you were to ask me right now, if a random person were to ask me off the street, hey, do you think you can run a half marathon right now? Probably tell them no. I don't think I'm ready for that. I haven't trained enough for it. I'd come up with a lot of excuses as to why I don't think I'd be able to. But you know what? They're all just excuses. Maybe I am able to. Maybe I am capable of that. So you know what? Let's go find out. All right, here we go. I don't know if we're gonna go for it. The whole half marathon, 13.1 miles. But we're gonna see how far we can go. I got my reflective vest on just in case. Like I said, that there's one road 2.5 miles long. It's a 2-lane highway, pretty narrow. Probably not the best to run at night. And the sun is setting. It's currently about 6:45. So I only have, there's the beautiful sun. I only have about maybe an hour of daytime left. So I don't know if it's going to be a smart thing to attempt to run that. I got my vest on though, and there is quite a bit of room on the shoulder, so we'll see. I'm going to start running that direction. And if I decide to go for it, I decide to go for it. If not, then I'll just see how far I can go. It's all part of that, just training for this half marathon. I'm going to do it. Whether it's tonight, let's find out. All right, pick myself up a Gatorade and a big old protein bar. Should be good to go. All right, here's where it gets sketchy. 2-lane highway, car's going about 50 miles an hour. Probably not a great idea. I certainly wouldn't recommend it. Should have brought a light. That would have made more sense, but whatever. We're here. We're going for it. 13 miles. All right. Starting to open up a little. It's not quite so narrow anymore. As you can see, this ground is actually kind of nice. It's a lot softer than the cement, so it feels good on my feet. We're probably about a quarter of the way there. So we're probably about 3 miles in. Sun's almost completely gone. I really should have brought a light, but I got my phone flashlight. All right, I'll keep you posted. We're going for it, baby. Half marathon, 13.1. And I forgot to say, I don't really care about a time. I'm not shooting for like 2 hours or any crap like that. If I had to throw a timeout, if I could go between, I guess, like 3 and 3.5 hours, I'd be fine with that. Sub 3 would be amazing, but let's be real here. 240 pounds. A sub 3 hour half marathon might just not even be in the books for me for a while. But yeah, my goal is to just complete it. Just get it done. All 13.1 miles. All right, get back to it. All right, we're about at the halfway mark. About to enter uncharted water. Coming up on as far as I've ever gone. So everything from here on out is new to me. There's where we're at right now. I'm gonna take a little walk break. I really haven't been walking a whole lot, which is good. But I'm gonna take a little walk break, eat my protein bar, a couple sips of Gatorade, and then I gotta make my way back through the dark, treacherous highway. But once I get through that, I think it's gonna be pretty much downhill from there. It's pretty sketchy. I did not quite think this through all the way. But it should be a little easier going back. There's more room on the other side of the road than there is on the side coming up, so shouldn't be too bad. Gonna eat some protein, and we're gonna keep going. I'll let you know. It's gonna get emotional. I don't know about you guys, but for some reason, when I'm out in the dark, it makes the world feel so small. Kind of makes this distance not feel so long. Probably, I guess, because I just can't really see. So I can't really judge how far I'm going or how far I've got left. I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing I decided to run this at freaking nighttime. Or maybe I'm just trying to look on the bright side. Look how dark it is out here. Man. You guys probably can't even see my face right now. We got some good moon coverage though. I got a flashlight. I'll be alright. I'll let you know. Well, we did it. 13.1 miles. Half marathon. Oh, I'm gonna have the Fitbit records up on the screen pretty soon. Oh my God. The last quarter of a mile, my legs are completely cramped. I can't even really walk right now. I probably look like a drunken zombie or something. This is how I have to walk, step by step, little by little. Oh no. I gotta conquer steps. Oh God. Oh, just lifting my legs up each one of these steps is a problem. This may have been a mistake, but we did it. I can't believe I just ran a half marathon. Never would have guessed that I woke up today thinking this would happen. This is how my day would end. Oh my God. Oh, we conquered the steps. Oh my God. I just want to say thank you to everybody in my life. My sister Ashley, my brother Ryan, always being there to support me no matter what, through the good and the bad. All my nieces and nephews, Emmy, Abby, Jack, Lydia, Lincoln, Olivia, Logan, Lorna. This one, hopefully, oh, my legs hurt. Oh God, this is gonna be an issue. I wonder what the recovery type on. I wonder what the recovery time on this is gonna be. Might have to be calling off work tomorrow. But to all my nieces and nephews, hope you maybe watch this one day and think if there's ever something you're not sure if you can do, just think about your fat Uncle Chad. Ran a half marathon on a whim. If he can do that, I mean, if I can do this, think about what you guys can do. Think about the possibilities. If I can do this, anyone can do anything. Oh my God. I'm gonna go get some electrolytes in me, some protein. Try and hope my legs don't cramp up on me all night. Eat a couple bananas. Thanks for sticking it out there with me, sticking in there with me. At the beginning of this run, I was pretty convinced I wasn't even gonna go for it, because it was getting dark out. Can't even talk. It was getting dark out, and I thought it would be too dangerous, but I did it anyway. Screw it. I felt good. Okay, I'll give you a little after action report coming from future Chad. Love you guys. Bye. Oh man. So it's been about probably 4 hours since I've gotten done with the run, and my legs are still hurting. My feet are still like throbbing. I took a super hot bath. I don't know. That's probably not what you're supposed to do. I think you're kind of supposed to do more cold therapy, but I didn't. Took a super hot bath. I couldn't stretch. I was trying to stretch to hopefully alleviate some cramps, but I just couldn't. Like the second I started stretching, my legs would just seize up. So hopefully the bath helped. I don't know. Even when I got out of the bath, it was a struggle just to put my pants back on. Oh man. But we'll check out some of these Fitbit numbers here. All right, first up, we've got the run itself. Now the duration was 3 hours, 4 minutes, and 25 seconds. Part of me wishes I would have known that I was 4 minutes over the 3 hour mark, but I don't really care. I mean, I was just surprised that I did it in sub 3.5 hours. But also you could kind of say that maybe that 4 minutes came from me stopping at the gas station to buy the drink and the protein bar. I mean, that's probably how long it took. I don't know. We'll just say it was about a 3 hour half marathon. Somehow it was only a 46 cardio load. I don't know how that's even possible, but we did go 13.13. 13.1 was the goal. That's a half marathon. I hit 183 zone minutes, which is the highest I've ever seen it. Unsurprisingly, I guess. Our average pace was 14 minutes and 2 seconds per mile. It was total of 26,314 steps, and according to Fitbit, I burned almost 3,400 calories, which is insane. Next up here, we've got all of the split times, or Fitbit calls it laps, but it's basically just all the miles. So as you can see with lap 1, I started out pretty strong at like a 12-minute mile, and then that 14:48 on lap 2, that was including the gas station stop, so that's probably why that one was a little bit slower. But 12 minutes after that, 13 minutes, 12, 13. I had won my 7th mile here. It was 15 minutes. I don't know what happened there. Maybe that was when I stopped to talk to you guys and also eat my energy bar. Then after that, we went strong that 13 minutes, 12 minutes. Had a bad 10th lap with 14 minutes, but once again, I don't really care. And you can tell when it really started kicking in, right at the 11th mile all the way through the 13th was terrible. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. Hands down, bar none. Right at that like 11th mile, I mean, everything started cramping up. My legs, right above my knee, like my quads or whatever muscles right above my knee, both legs were just like seizing up. My calves were cramping. My feet were ready to just crumble into dust. And honestly, every time I stopped to walk to try and work it out, that's when it would cramp up even worse. So it kind of just seemed the more I ran, the less it would hurt, or it just kind of went numb after a while. I don't know. Those last few miles, man, they were brutal. I mean, I was talking about it being mostly mental, but at that point it was a lot of physical pain plus the mental side of it. I was trying to use my mental willpower to get through the physical pain, but it was like nothing I've ever done before. But so that was it. That was it. Half marathon. It's something I've been wanting to do since I kind of picked running back up again. I don't know, like 8 months ago or something like that. It's just something I've always had in the back of my head. Like, man, one day I'd like to run a half marathon. But I don't know. Yeah, I just kind of always, it was one of those lofty goals that I just assumed I'd never do. But here we are. I turned 35 in 3 days now, because it's now the 11th. My birthday's on the 14th, and I get to start 35 off knowing that I've run a half marathon. Nobody can take that away from me. Man, I'm so proud of that. I'm gonna be bragging to everybody forever. But yeah, that was it. I'm gonna start trying to keep you guys updated a little bit more. This is gonna take some recovery time, probably. I don't know. I probably won't run again for the rest of the week, if I had to guess. I'll probably even take tomorrow off of work. I don't know. But yeah, that was it. Half marathon. Just like that. On a whim. I started running down towards my brother's house, and I was like, you know what? Screw it. No time like the present. Let's get it done. Let's just do it. But yeah, appreciate you guys for watching. That was my half marathon. What do you guys think? I don't know. I think it's pretty good time too. Right around 3 hours. Not what I expected. But thanks for watching, and see you guys on the next one. Thanks. Oh yeah, also, quick Google search told me that less than 1% of Americans run half marathons a year. About 2.2 million people run half marathons a year. So I'm part of like a 1% club. Isn't that crazy?